Welcome to our journey into the depths of wisdom, failure, and their profound connection. We begin our exploration by delving into the teachings of Seneca, the influential Roman Stoic philosopher who advocates the transformational power of setbacks. The wisdom of failure, as Seneca proposes, lies in its potential to serve as an unrivaled teacher, imparting invaluable lessons that can profoundly alter the course of our lives. Stoicism, as a philosophical doctrine, propagates the acceptance of life's adversities and the readiness to transform these difficult experiences into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Central to this keynote practice is the redefinition of failure, not as an endpoint but as a stepping stone towards a more profound understanding of life. The Stoic principle of amor fati shifts focus from merely enduring the infelicities of life to embracing them seamlessly, recognizing them as an integral part of the human experience. Amor fati, the love of one's fate, advocates the acceptance of every incident, good or bad, as an indispensable part of our life narrative. Nietzsche, a prominent existentialist thinker, offers a powerful interpretation of failure. Envisioning it as a crucible of personal fortitude, Nietzsche believed that adversity strengthens our resolve and fosters self-overcoming. He maintained that the struggle of existence, with all its ups and downs, is what fundamentally shapes us. The wisdom of failure, in essence, lies at the heart of every human's development. Embracing the existential principle of amor fati, Nietzsche urges us to face our setbacks with courage, conviction, and even a sense of love. He advocates for the active transformation of adversities into personal milestones, desiring life not as a series of easy victories but as a succession of hard-fought battles rich with soul-nourishing lessons. Buddhist thought, as a parallel vein of wisdom, offers the profound wisdom of anicca, dukkha, and anatta. The intertwining of these three concepts encapsulates the quintessence of life and the inevitability of failure as an intrinsic part of human existence. Anicca teaches us about the impermanence of all things, dukkha about the inherent suffering present in life, and anatta about the lack of a consistent, unchanging self. Within this perspective, failure loses its inherent negativity and transforms into a potential catalyst for growth and change. Instead of struggling against the inevitability of failure, we accept it gracefully, learn from it, and allow it to propel us forward in our personal evolution. As we journey through these philosophical paths, we begin redefining failure. No longer is it merely a negative outcome to be avoided, but an integral part of our process of becoming. A necessary ingredient in life's passage that, rather than breaking us, makes us stronger, more wise, and more resilient. Turning failure into growth necessitates a shift in perspective, from a reactive stance to a proactive one. We rise to the occasion, thoroughly reviewing our setbacks. We extract the pertinent learnings, and we progress accordingly, steadily embracing the evolution that failure brings about. It's in the moments of strain and struggle that we often find our greatest strength. The Stoics, the Existentialists, the Buddhists all dare us to venture into the unknown realm of failure, to probe its depths, and tap into its vast reservoir of wisdom. For it is in these turbulent seas of uncertainty that we find the pearls of resilience, courage, and transformative insight. As we chart our course through life's tumultuous waters, we realize the importance of letting go of expectations. Whether shaped by societal norms or personal desires, these deliberate limits only serve to confine us, restricting our growth and impeding our understanding of life's infinite potential. The failure of our expectations often hits harder than the failure of our efforts. Yet, it is precisely in these disappointing junctures that we find the chance to liberate ourselves from the chains of anticipation. The freedom that unfolds from this release, contrary to what our premonitions may dictate, is a profoundly empowering and liberating experience. Harnessing the power of learning from setbacks, we start to make peace with failure. We view it no longer as an adversary, but as an insightful teacher. We recognize that by embracing failure and understanding its contours, we unearth powerful revelations that steer us onto a more satisfying journey. From Seneca's Stoic embrace of adversity to Nietzsche's exercise for personal strength and the Buddhist enlightenment offered by anicca, dukkha, and anatta, it becomes evident that failure transcends the mundane definition of error or non-accomplishment. It becomes a catalyst for deep transformation, guiding us towards profound self-awareness, resilience, and personal growth. In the journey of life, failure is the unerring compass that guides us toward introspection and self-realization. Its lessons, while occasionally harsh, remain invaluable, prompting us to shed our old skins and embrace a new, more resilient and enlightened self. Embracing failure as wisdom is a daunting yet profoundly transformative task. It requires us to let go of the familiar, the easy, and the expected, and to open ourselves to the limitlessness of the universe. It implores us to unearth our unique potential, hidden beneath layers of fear, doubt, and self-imposed limitations. To realistically learn from setbacks and adopt failure as a guiding light, we must recognize our innate capacity for growth and improvement. By acknowledging this profound truth, we start to perceive failure as a launchpad for success, an integral part of our journey, rather than a disruptive detour. The wisdom of failure offers insights that lead us toward a more enriching and fulfilling existence. It teaches us the values of patience, humility, truth, and courage. It impels us to drop the masks we wear, the shackles of societal norms, and to embrace our authentic selves more firmly. Opening up to the lessons that failure offers creates a mindset that not only accepts but celebrates life's unpredictability, its ups, and even its downs. As our paths are carved by both the joyous victories and the seemingly devastating setbacks, we learn to appreciate the symphony of life in its entirety. Ultimately, the wisdom of failure enables us to craft not just richer and more rewarding lives, but a better world. For when individuals draw strength, resilience, and wisdom from their setbacks, they contribute to the collective betterment of society. Failure isn't a universal stumbling block, it's an inevitable part of the human journey. Each setback, minor or monumental, offers an individual the valuable opportunity for transcendence, pushing them closer to fulfillment, enlightenment, and purpose. Each setback we face on our path is not a stumbling block, but a stepping stone. It liberates us from the fear of the unknown, the fear of stepping out of the comfort zone, and the fear of not being good enough, pushing us towards our full potential. Jacques Cousteau said, "The sea, once it casts its spell, holds one in its net of wonder forever." Failure, in its way, is much like the sea. Once we break free from our fear of it and open our hearts to its teaching, the wisdom and lessons it holds will keep us in its net of wonder forever. Failure teaches us to drop our masks, to stop pretending to be something we're not. By forcing us to confront our weaknesses, it enables us to be more authentic, more real. Consequently, it fosters richer relationships and more significant personal growth. Harry Potter author, J.K. Rowling, once said, "It is impossible to live without failing unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all. In which case, you fail by default." True living lies not in avoiding failure, but in embracing it as a friend, a mentor, a catalyst for greater things. In the grand drama of life, failure isn't the antagonist, it's the unsung hero, the secret protagonist, driving us to reach deep within our hearts, pull out our courage, our strength, our wisdom, and use them to script our victories. We cannot escape failure in life, but we should not fear it. For all its pain and sorrow, it is in failure that we find our greatest moments of triumph. Failures are but stepping stones guiding us towards our destiny. When faced with failure, we stand at a decisive crossroad. One path leads to despair, the other to hope. Choosing the path of hope, of learning and growth, we equip ourselves with the wisdom of our past mistakes, forging a promising future from the ashes of our setbacks. The wisdom of failure teaches us that we are stronger than our harshest setbacks, that we have within us the power to rise and rebuild, to learn and grow. And most importantly, it grants us the perspective we need to see that failure is not the end, but a new beginning. The learning that stings like vinegar is the one that tastes the sweetest. Similarly, the profound wisdom that we gather from our failures might be hard to swallow at times but eventually turns out to be the sweetest fruits of our labor and experience. We see that failure isn't a dead end, but a road sign guiding us towards growth, change, improvement towards a life more vibrant, more meaningful, more enriched. Thus, we learn to embrace failure not as a disaster but as an opportunity, not as a foe but as a friend. A friend that will enrich our journey by being an irreplaceable part of it.